this video, we're going to talk about setting up your website, and this will be part 1 of doing that. So with that being said, let's go ahead and let's get started. So the easiest way to do this is to set up a WordPress website. Now you don't have to use WordPress, but WordPress has a ton of options that's going to make setting up a website very easy. The best way of doing that is within your web host, which should have an automated way of setting that up. If you don't have that, then I would recommend finding a host that does. Okay, so I'm going to be using the Softaculous apps installer in this example. Now, depending on who your web host is, you'll see an option for WordPress, or you may see this right here where you have categories. So I'm just going to go ahead and click on blogs. Okay, and now I'm going to select WordPress. And then I want to click on install now. Now we'll need to choose our protocol, which in this case, I'm just going to choose HTTP. And then we need to choose a domain as well as a directory. Now you'll need to set your domain up before you get started. So if you haven't done that, you'll need to do that first. I'm going to go ahead and just pick a domain in here. And for this example, I'm going to go ahead and install it in a directory. If you want it on the main domain, make sure that you just leave the directory blank. So just for this example, I'm going to install it in the directory called test. And then we need to choose the site name and the description. So I'll choose something like weight loss hacks, how to lose weight fast. Okay. Then we need to choose an admin name and an admin password, which this is a fake blog, so you won't be able to access this blog. I'll just go ahead and leave it like it is right now. Okay. And then also our admin email, okay, which this is also a fake email, so you will not be able to email that address. All right. And we'll need to come down, and if we want to, we can use the advanced options, but if you don't know what you're doing, I recommend leaving it alone. All right. Then we'll click on install. Okay, and now the software has successfully been installed. So this is how you set your website up. I'm going to go ahead and jump over to our website. Okay, and now what we want to do is we want to just add maybe a couple of plugins that's going to help our site run faster. So I'm going to go over here to plugins and then go to add new. And you just want to type the word in cache, and some people like to use the WP fastest cache. I like to use WP super cache, so I'm going to go ahead and install that. Basically what we want our site to load as fast as possible. So having this plugin is going to allow us to do that. Another thing when you're installing plugins is to make sure that you are not bogging your site down with a ton of plugins. Only use what you need. Okay, so I'm going to go here and go to settings. And I'm going to turn caching on and click on update status. Okay, now we're going to test it. Okay, and everything is good to go. Now you do have some other options up here. If you don't know what these things are, you can read up on them. But honestly, if you don't know, I would recommend just leaving them alone and maybe letting a web developer mess with it if you don't know what you're doing. Okay. All right. So here's what we're going to do. Now we're going to stop right here, and in our next video, we're going to look at some actual templates that we can find within WordPress, within the WordPress directory for our affiliate site. Okay, well, that's it for this video. Let's go ahead and go to part 2 now. I'll see you there.